had a dizzy spell. I didn't need to be hospitalized.
I know you want to help search for Jason, but...
Elizabeth, he could be hurt. He's going to need medical attention.
Did you see how many medics were left there? And Robin stayed behind as well.
I know. She actually graduated from medical school, unlike me.
Okay, Emily, seriously. Jason would go crazy, knowing that you were searching for him and not taking care of yourself.
Well, that's something that Jason and I could agree on. You don't want to know how worried we were about you.
This was your idea, wasn't it?
No, it's orders from your attending physician.
Mom?
If you want to try and leave, you'll never get past Monica. I heard you wanted to know the reason for Reese Marshall's death.
Do you have the autopsy results?
Yes. You were correct. It was a cracked rib that punctured her lung. She suffocated.
Yeah, I knew about the rib, but I missed the puncture. Her lung collapsed. Dad, I just stood there and I watched her struggle to breathe and I did nothing.
What could you have done?
Think? Like, be a doctor?
You're a med student. You were still
learning.
learning.
If I thought it through, I could have saved her life. Reese didn't have to die.
Well, your color's better. Everything is stable. Nice job, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Dr. Courtney.
Look, be straight with me. Dad, I blew it and a woman died.
Emily, don't beat yourself up over this.
You want the truth? Here it is. You're going to lose patience. That isn't something that they teach you in the textbooks. You're going to have to live through that and then learn how to handle it. Saving lives is the greatest rush in the world. Losing lives is inevitable.
You're avoiding the question, Dad. If I just looked at the symptoms more carefully,
listen to me.
then I would...
Listen to me. You were stuck in a hole in the ground. Everyone was fighting to survive. You're not trained in triage or emergency medicine. You did exactly what was expected of you.
I don't want to be just good enough. Ever.
Well, if you want dispensation, you're going to have to go to a higher power than I can provide. And then you're going to have to figure out if you can handle this.
What if I can't? If this is the best I can do, I don't have any business being a doctor.
I have to see to this. Get better. I love you, sweetie.
I love you too.
Thank you. Okay.
What's the word on Lucky?
He's doing much better, thanks to you.
Good.
I'm gonna go see him now.
Hi.
Is there any news on Jason?
I've been at the hospital all day.
Yeah, of course. Courtney's here.
Don't give up on Jason. Because it's not like you. And neither was what you said earlier about becoming a doctor.
Reese would be alive if I knew what I was doing.
Emily, you always take everything on yourself, don't you? All the grief, all the pain, all the guilt, and where does it ever get you?
I need to be realistic.
Fine. You're a med student, not a surgeon. That's realistic, okay? You made a mistake. Even you are allowed one of those every year.
A mistake is when you can say oops and you know, move on. I mean, this was a flesh and blood woman, Nicholas, with a life and a future.
I know, but all you did was you did what you thought was right at the time. Do you have a better answer for me?
Maybe something inside me knew what was wrong, and I was too afraid to say it.
Too afraid of what?
That I might be right, and then I'd have to act on it, and afraid that if I did, I'd make it worse.
And where does that come from?
I'm a med student, not a surgeon.
Exactly. You're one of the most intuitive, caring persons I've ever met in my entire life. But the one thing that you can't accept is that you're human. And humans make mistakes. Believe me, I know.
Such dedication, but such care.
Are you kidding? I treat all my patients like this.
You know what? You should know that I am a happily married man. In fact, my beautiful wife hasn't left my side since I got here.
And I'm not going to either.
How's Cameron?
He's fine. He thinks we're on our honeymoon, so he doesn't really know the difference.
I wonder when we'll be able to take that European honeymoon.
I don't care. As long as we don't go by train.
Lucas Lorenzo Spencer Jr.
No, please call me Lucky. This is my wife, Elizabeth.
I'm Sheila Bellin from Hospital Services. How are you feeling?
That depends on why you're here.
Well, we have an issue. You have a rather substantial balance already overdue. I'd like to talk to you about arrangements for paying off the debt as well as your current stay.
Wait a minute. I made a payment right before the wedding.
Apparently, the check bounced.
What?
You look upset.
Upset? My husband almost died, and now you want to throw him out on the street?
Oh, no. We would never do that. But you might want to check into the county hospital. They have special arrangements for people like you. who are-
People like
My
us?
grandfather was the chief of staff at this hospital.
Oh, I knew Steve Hardy. Lovely man. Now, about the payment.
Mrs. Bellum, we're gonna straighten this out and we'll get back to you.
Tomorrow is soon enough. You get your rest.
How do we get out from under this one? We could give up our apartment, go live with Graham.
You know what? There's another way to make a small dent. How do you feel about cashing in a trip to Europe? I know how much you want to go.
I just want this off our backs. What about Nicholas?
No, we can't tell him. If he finds out, he'll try to foot the bill for the whole thing, and I won't let that happen. Or you, and I know you want to do something about it.
Oh, please. I have learned my lesson with the surrogacy. As long as you're alive and well, we'll manage.
Wow, do you two ever stop?
Not if we can help it.
I gotta go. I have real sick patients I need to take care of. Hey.
This wasn't how your honeymoon was supposed to go.
We had an amazing wedding. We're alive. Although you don't look as happy as you should be. Come on, Nicholas, you were the hero of the day. You helped save my life. And Courtney and Alexis's baby, it was a big day for the prince.
Well, unfortunately, Jax was there too. Seems he's everywhere these days.
You mean everywhere Courtney is?
I'm losing her.
You sure I can't talk you into staying at my place, at least just for a few days?
I'm sure.
Okay, well, you know that I'm just a phone call away.
A couple of weeks ago, those two were on the verge of getting a divorce. And now they're this close to having everything they ever wanted.
Courtney has decided that her baby's happiness depends on giving Jax another chance.
Where does that leave the two of you?
You know, sometimes I wish I'd never met Courtney. And now I don't know how not to love her.